This is going to be my recap of the first 2 seasons of Doom Patrol. Alright, let's go! Season 1 starts with this guy by the name of Niles Caulder, who is in search for immortality for reasons unknown. While in search for immortality, Niles experiments on unwilling subjects. His experiments are the following. We have Cliff Steele, a race car driver turned into a robot. We have Rita Farr, an actress who could turn into a giant blob and also stretch her limbs. We have Larry Trainer, a pilot who is disfigured and also has a living energy inside him. We finally have Jane, who has 64 different personalities, each with their own power. But Jane is the primary personality because she gets to stay out the longest. These personalities, including Jane, all exist to protect this little girl by the name of Kay because her dad was very abusive. And also, while in search of immortality, Niles pisses off this guy by the name of Mr. Nobody, who is nearly all powerful and probably the best person in season 1, since he's not only the main villain but also our narrator. Anyways, Mr. Nobody wants to make Niles, also known as Chief, suffer. So Mr. Nobody snatches the Chief, and then Cyborg joins the team to help look for the Chief. While in search for the Chief, Cliff finds out that his daughter was alive the whole time. The Chief lied to him and said that his daughter was dead. Mr. Nobody then decides to get the Chief to tell his team that they became the way they are because of him. After the Chief revealed the truth, his team left him, but they came back to help him save his daughter from Mr. Nobody. And it turns out that the Chief wanted immortality because he wants to stay alive long enough to protect his daughter, who is also immortal. And as weird as this is, they help him rescue his daughter after fighting a giant cockroach and a rat that were making out. This show is weird, man. Anyways, the season ends with everybody being mad at the Chief and Mr. Nobody being trapped in a painting. Alright, season 2 gets a little more weird. So you have the Chief's daughter by the name of Dorothy, who has the ability to destroy the world with her imagination through this imaginary friend that she has by the name of the Candlemaker. But while the Chief tries to figure out how to stop his daughter from ending the world, Jane shoots herself up with some drugs that makes her other personalities quiet down. And because of that, she gets removed as the primary personality, and another personality by the name of Miranda takes over. Meanwhile, Cliff tells his daughter, who's now pregnant, the truth, and the two reconcile and she invites him over to her wedding. We also have Rita, who's trying to gain control of her powers so she can become a superhero. And on the other hand, we have Cyborg, who gets a girlfriend by the name of Ronnie. But Ronnie gets some superpowers and almost instantly becomes a criminal, and the two break up. Speaking of bad relationships, Niles practically orders a hit on his daughter Dorothy because he couldn't figure out how to stop the Candlemaker, so he figured if she's dead, no Candlemaker. This guy's crazy. Anyways, he quickly regrets his decision, but by that time the Candlemaker was already out, and he couldn't bring himself to kill Dorothy. But at the same time, we found out that Miranda is not actually Miranda and is most likely their father. And he's been going around drowning the other personalities, including Jane. But we see that Jane is still alive and trying to fight back in order to take down the fake Miranda. With that, the Candlemaker waxes the rest of the Doom Patrol and snatches Dorothy. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed that video and want to see more like it, leave a like and subscribe. Adios.